Okay, in video 3, we're going to focus on both substitution and elimination, but more choosing why you would do each one. Okay, and then word problems. Okay, so number 21 is, I would definitely use substitution because I have a variable already by itself. Okay, so I have x by itself here. I'm going to go ahead and do substitution. I'm going to put negative 2y plus 1 in for x. So 3 times negative 2y is negative 6y. 3 times 1 is 3. Negative 6y plus 6y, the y's cancel, and I'm left with 3 equals 9. That's not true. Therefore, there's no solutions here. Okay. 22. I see these are, this is definitely an elimination problem. Both equations are in standard form. When that's the case, a lot of times elimination is the best route. Okay? So, not ready to go yet, because I still need to get, remember the goal from the last video, the goal, I want the sum of these to be 0, so I need to multiply 2 by negative 2 to get to negative 4. So, we'll go ahead and do that real quick. So, I'm going to multiply the second one first by negative 2. So, negative 2 times 2 is negative 4x. Negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6y. Negative 2 times 9 is negative 18. Okay, so 4x minus 6y. I'm basically just copying this first one down. Now I'm going to add 4x plus negative 4x is gone. Negative 6 plus positive 6 also gone. So there's nothing left on the left-hand side. There's no x's, no y's, there's nothing. 18 plus negative 18 is also 0. That's true, so this has infinitely many solutions. 23. I would do either one. You could do substitution or elimination. Okay? I could do substitution because this y right here is very easy to get by itself. You could do elimination because they both are in standard form. I would have to multiply either by negative 2 to match these up or negative 3 to match these up. But I'm going to go ahead and do substitution because I think more people struggle with that, and seeing another one might be beneficial. If I do substitution, I'm going to get y by itself in this one. So subtract 4x. So I'm going to get x equals y equals negative 4x plus 5. That's going to go in for y. So 8x plus 3 times negative 4x plus 5 equals 13. 3 times negative 4x is negative 12x. 3 times 5 is 15. 8x minus 12x is negative 4x plus 15 is 13. Subtract 15. That's negative 2. Divide by negative 4. Negative 2 divided by negative 4. That's not terrible. It's positive 1/2. Now I go back and get y. So y equals negative 4 times positive 1/2 plus 5. So negative 4 times 1/2 is negative 2, plus 5 is 3. 1/2, 3. Okay, and the next several are word problems. The difference of two numbers is 35. The larger number is 3 less than twice the smaller number. What is the larger number? So the difference of two numbers is 35. So that means when you subtract them, it's 35. So I'm going to do x minus y equals 35. But when I write it that way, x has to be the larger number. Okay, if x were the smaller number, small minus a larger number would be a negative. But since it's positive, I know x has to be my larger number. Y is my smaller. Okay, so that's where I can now write my second equation. The larger number is, so x is 3 less than twice the smaller number. So twice the smaller number is 2y. 3 less than that is minus 3. This is definitely a substitution problem because I have a variable by itself. I'll put that in for x. 2y minus 3 minus y equals 35. 2y minus y is 1y minus 3. Plus 3 is y equals 38. So 38 is the smaller number. What's the larger number? So So the larger number is 2 times 38 minus 3. So that would be 76 minus 3 would be 73. So the larger number is 73. Okay, so 73 is the answer to the question because it says what is the larger number? The larger number is 73. Okay, more word problems. Jerry started a business like Build-A-Bear. The only difference was that people could choose other items to stuff, not just bears. Jerry rented a space in the mall for $7,000 over 2 years. The equipment needed to make the product cost Jerry $3,250. Jerry figured the materials needed for the product cost $12.75 per item. If Jerry decides to sell each item for $39.99, how many items must Jerry sell within the 2 years to break even and continue his business? A lot of words. But I'm going to write an equation. A is going to stand for total. Now, it could be total expenses, but it could also be total income. So I'm going to do two different equations here. Expenses and income. Okay? So his expenses, he rented a space. That's an expense. $7,000. The equipment is $3,250. And it's going to cost him $12.75 per item. Okay? And X is going to be the number of items. Okay, so all of that is a total expense. Expensive, 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 right? Well, he's got to start making some of that money back. So he sells the items for $39.99 each. So his income is going to be $39.99 per item. There's my system of equations. It's substitution. This is ready to go in for A. So my equation is going to be 39.99x equals, well, what's 7,000 plus 3,250? It's going to have $10,250 plus 1275x. Just combine those two to make 10. That's a 10,000. I'm going to get my x's together, and I'm going to get 39.99 minus 1275 is 2724. And then divide by 2724. So 10. And I get x equals 376.28 something something something. Okay, so it's not a good number, but how many items must Jerry sell? Well, he's got to sell, if he sells less than that, he's not going to make his money back, so he's got to sell 377 items. At a certain resort in Montego Bay, Jamaica, a 4-night stay costs $888 and includes 8 meals. At the same resort, a 7-night stay costs $1,511 and includes 12 meals. Assuming all nights cost the same and all meals cost the same, how much does one night cost? How much does one meal cost? So, one night cost we're going to call N. And M is going to be the meal cost. So, 4-night stay, so 4 nights, has 8 meals. And it costs $888. A 7-night stay has 12 meals and costs $1,511. This is definitely an elimination problem. Okay? 4 and 7 both go into 28. 8 and 12, they actually both go into 24. I'm going to go ahead and get this one by itself. So to get to 24, I'm going to multiply the top one. I'm going to go by negative on top because I want one to be negative, one to be positive. So I'm going to go that, and I'm going to go like that. So I'm going to multiply by 2 here to 12 times 2, 24. So negative 3 times 4, negative 12n, plus negative 24m. And then 888 times negative 3 is negative 2664. Times by 2, I get 14n plus 24m equals 1511 times 2 is 30,022. Now I'm going to add. I'm running out of space. But negative 12n plus 14n is 2n. The m's cancel. Negative 2664 plus 3022 is 358. Divide by 2. I get one night is $179. How much is a meal now? Well, I'm going to go back to the smallest one because these are some big numbers here. A night is 179, so 4 times 179 plus 8m equals 888. So 179 times 4, 716. 888 minus 716 is 172. So kind of continuing down here, 8m equals 172. Divide that by 8, I get 2150 for a meal. Okay. Last one on this video. The sum of Tom's age and Sandy's age is 61. So I'm already knowing what's going to happen here. T is Tom's age. S is Sandy's age. So Tom plus Sandy is 61. So Tom plus Sandy, 61. If Sandy is, so Sandy is one more than triple Tom's age, which of the following probably describes Tom and Sandy's relationship? Explain. Kind of a weird question, but are they husband and wife? Are they father and daughter? Are they mother and son? Or are they brother and sister? To tell, you're going to be able to look at their ages. Okay? So to find their ages, that's what we're doing. So I'm asking you to interpret your answer. This is definitely a substitution. S is by itself. I'm going to put 1 plus 3t in for S. So I'm going to get t plus 1 plus 3t equals 61. So t plus 3t is 4t plus 1 equals 61. Subtract 1, I get 4t equals 60, and t equals 15. Okay, so Tom is 15. Tom is probably not a husband. Tom is probably not a father. Okay, so it's not one of those. It's either mother and son or brother and sister. So 15 I'm going to put in here. So S equals 1 plus 3 times 15. That's 1 plus 45. Sandy is 46. So it's mother and son. Okay, probably. More than likely. And that's why I asked which of the following probably describes. Okay. Tom is 15 and Sandy is 46, which is the ages, which are the ages of a typical mother-son relationship. Okay. And that's the end of this video. The last video is going to cover linear inequalities.